So today we are going to go through your final exam review. We're going to do some by hand and some by calculator, so that way you get to choose which way you prefer for when you are doing your final exam on whatever day, whether Tuesday through Friday. So in number one, our first thing that we have here is called solving equations. So we're going to start by solving equations by hand. So what we did in the very first week of school is to solve an equation. I need to, step one, get rid of parentheses. Well, there are no parentheses in number one, so therefore, we don't have to worry about step one. Step two, move the x's to the left. So in this one, we have p's, that's my letter. So I'm going to subtract 8p to make it go away, and then I subtract 8p from the left. So my letter moves to the left. 10p's minus 8p's is 2p. Bring down minus 14 equals positive 4. Next step, move the constant, that's just a number, to the right. So plus 14, plus 14. So that leaves me with 2p equals 4 plus 14 is 18. Get p by itself by dividing the number in front. So my answer is that p equals 9. Okay, so my steps to solve by hand are 4 steps were there. Very easy. So now we're going to look at number 2, but on number 2 we're going to try it in the calculator. So go ahead and find your calculator and press the button that says on. So anytime that we're working with numbers that aren't graphs, they're not tables, we go to the add calculator button at the bottom. So I'm going to press the picture of the calculator from the bottom and press enter. Then it says go to menu. So the menu button is right here. Go to algebra because we are in algebra. And then click numerical solve. Enter. So now we keep everything in here just like we see it. We just start typing what we have on paper. So this is 4x plus 6 equal sign negative. This is a negative because it's in the front. It's not a minus. That's a negative sign. So negative, open parentheses, x plus 4, close parentheses. So now step 3, we have to type comma x at the end or else it doesn't know what to solve for. So I'm going to press comma x, enter. So when you do that, it tells you that my answer is x equals -2. Not too difficult. So let's do another one. I'm going to do this one by hand first, and then we'll show it to you in the calculator. Well, I'll do this by hand, and I'll put this one in the calculator. Then you can try these. So number 3, solving equations. That means I want this x to be by itself. So to solve for x, I need to first get rid of parentheses. To get rid of parentheses, it's called distributing. 2.5 times x is just 2.5x. 2.5 times 4, I'm going to type that in, 2.5 times 4 is the number positive 10. On the right side, it's a 10.5. Solve for x, 2-step equation, very easy. Take your constant and subtract 10. That leaves me with 2.5x equals 0.5. Get x by itself. This is saying 2.5 times x. To undo multiplication, we divide. In the calculator, 0.5 divided by 2.5 is the number 0.2. So x equals 0.2. So go ahead and try number 4. You can try it by hand, or you can use this method up here. Either for this one is fine. Let's look at number 5. So since we just did this one by hand, let's plug this one into the calculator just so you can practice. So I go to on. I click the picture of add calculator. I go to menu, algebra, we are solving numbers. And then I start typing 3, open parentheses, 1. This is a minus sign because it's between two numbers. So it's a minus sign, which is over here. 3x equals 2, open parentheses. This is a negative sign because it's in the front of its expression. So it's a negative 4x plus 7, close parentheses. In the back, we have to put comma x or else it doesn't work, and then enter. So this answer here is x equals negative 11. Easy. Okay, so try number 4 and try number 6. You can solve by hand or you can solve in the calculator. Either option will work for us here. Moving on. Direct variation. So direct variation is old, but it was really, really easy. So direct variation ties with the slope. So the slope is rising over running, so rise over run, which was y over x. So that's where this formula comes from. So direct variation means we take our y value and we put it over our x value. So in this one here, the first y value is a 6. So we're gonna put 6. Its x value is the number negative 7. So y over x equals, what is the value of y? Okay, y is the top, when x is 28. So x is 28. So now we are going to cross multiply and solve for y. Negative 7 times y is negative 7y. 6 times 28 is the number 168. Now we need to get y by itself, so we divide by negative 7, and we divide by negative 7. So that leaves me with a number, y equals negative 24. So I cross multiply this times this, equals this times this, then get y by itself. So I'll help set you up for number 8, and then try number 8 on your own. So again, it says varies directly, okay? That means it's direct variation. That means I take my y and I put it over my x. So y is 10 over my x is 3 equals. This time, the y is negative 25. The y is the top. So what is the value of x? The x is below. So cross multiply and then solve. Not too hard. Okay, moving on. Go ahead and flip. All right, next one, same thing. Joe's speed varies directly with his distance. So direct variation. So it says he can run 6 miles in 45 minutes. So I guess it's time, varies directly. How long will it take for him to run 15 miles? So we can just go in order here. So 6 was talking about miles over 45, which was talking about minutes. Okay, 6 miles in 45 minutes. So the question is, how long will it take him to run 15 miles? So 15 has the word miles with it. The miles was the top, so I put the 15 on the top. How long will it take? I don't know, so we put an x there. So again, cross multiply. 6 times x is 6x. 45 times 15 is the number 675. Get x by itself by dividing by 6. So that's the number 225 over 2. Sometimes it's written as a fraction. Control Enter. Sometimes it's written as a decimal. So either of these answers is correct. This is correct, or this is correct. Okay, so we cross multiplied. So go ahead and try number 10. Same thing. Flour over sugar equals flour over sugar. Solve for how much sugar is needed. Not too difficult. Okay, moving on. Next thing, function.